I am in Portales and I am currently taking my last test ever, at least academically. I don't plan on getting my master's, but I mean, that could change, who knows? So yeah, I'm here. Me and my dad drove up this morning and we'll go to the honors breakfast tomorrow. I'm speaking on behalf of the College of Fine Arts and I am so honored. I'm just really honored and excited to do that, and excited about my life in general, and excited to be done with this test. We had a bit of a frost last night here on the plains of eastern New Mexico. My dad and I are on our way to the honors breakfast that I've been asked to go speak at. And we stayed in Clovis with some friends, Kathy and Terry Bloschke, who are wonderful, wonderful people, and opened up their home to us last night. And now we're driving from Clovis to Portales, and we're gonna eat breakfast and say a few words and be on our way. Good to go. Janice always told me, or told us, don't wear loud shoes. So if she's here today, I hope my shoes aren't loud. Yes, 7. Thank you.
Our final speaker is Joanna Michael Price, representing the College of Fine Arts.
I have finished the last 2 of my semesters of my undergraduate degree in Alamogordo, where I call home. And I actually came to Portales last month to see Top Girls, which was a wonderful play, and spent the weekend reminiscing with some of my most treasured friends, whom I have lived 1,000 lives with and survived countless hours in rehearsal. I also had the chance to meet some new freshmen in the Department of Theater and Digital Filmmaking, and was able to share some tips on how to navigate and thrive while they are here. And that was very sweet. As soon as I arrived home from that trip last month, where I had been so heavily reminded of how full and how wonderful my time at Eastern has been, I was shocked to receive an email from Mr. Rutland asking if I would come speak this morning. This is truly an honor, and I'm very grateful. When I registered for my first semester of classes, I declared myself a theater major. And after that first semester, I told God, no way, I am not doing this. You see, when I first stepped foot on campus in 2012, I was 100% sure of who I was and why I was here. After that first semester, I was left questioning everything about who I was and why I was here. Very similarly to how I've studied the characters in my scripts. When it's a person on paper, that's one thing, but when it's my very own, very personal life, that doesn't feel too good. The fact of the matter is that I was scared. I was scared because I didn't have all of the answers, and I was faced with a whole new world of questions that I didn't even know existed. I was scared of changing. So much so that I left the Department of Theater for a semester and decided I wanted to change my career to being, all right, this is where you guys get involved. Drum roll, please. A secretary. Please do not misunderstand me. Secretaries make the world go round, but it's not what I'm in for. I decided that I would finish my college career being an art major and pursue a job that would put an end to all of these uncomfortable questions and would pose no threat to my frame of mind. But I knew that the Lord had placed me here at Eastern, specifically as a theater major. Turns out God does know what he's doing. On top of my full-time course load and being the youth pastor at Central Christian Church, I was involved in nearly every show while whether by acting, costuming, running sound, building set, ushering, stage managing, writing plays, or directing them. Sometimes fulfilling many of those roles at once. Acting, however, is what I'm passionate about. My first role here was a character named Dawn, and she taught me that once you find what you're looking for, you go for it. Mrs. Kendall taught me how to champion on behalf of someone else. From Carlotta, I learned that other people don't have to affect your decisions. And Glory showed me that people are going to think you're crazy, but you're not. From Mother Superior, I learned that love comes in all different shapes and sizes. Rhonda taught me to keep an open mind. Marcy taught me that sometimes it's okay to walk away. And Rachel taught me that even at your lowest, no matter how reckless you've been, there is always hope for redemption. I'm sorry. I wish I could do this on stage, like that. To tell someone's story is an honor. And the chance to dig into a script and try to figure out why that character is doing whatever it is they're doing is a challenge like no other. 4 years later, I wouldn't change anything.
It is done. It is done. An era has ended. And I'm ready to change. We made it back to Alamogordo. I'm stepping on Christmas lights. We're back in Alamogordo, and me and Chloe are gonna go to Chili's where her mom is meeting us, and then Chloe is going to go to her home in Las Cruces. I am. Thank you. It's moving day for me. I've been living in this house. This is Amanda's house, who you met on season 1, episode 1 of Catch Me If You Can. I've been living here since June because she moved from Alamogordo and I was still here, and she asked me if I would just kind of occupy the space for her while she's gone. I had plans to move back into my parents' house during my last week of work, and so I could have all of my stuff in one place and just get everything ready to go to flight attendant training. But I received an email from my airline that the soonest that I'll be able to go to flight attendant training, if they get to my file in time, would be between, I won't give exact months. It would be in the spring, though, just to make that brief. So, what I have decided to do is apply at YWAM Oxford in New Zealand. They have a 4-week class starting January 22nd. And I applied for it, and I'm still waiting to hear back from them to see if I get accepted. But I already bought my plane ticket, so even if I don't get accepted, I'm going to New Zealand for a month. And that's gonna be an adventure. I just said like a couple hours ago that I applied at YWAM Oxford in New Zealand. Well, what I applied for was their School of Sonship, SOS. For any of you who watched that, this is not a vlog video. This is what that meant. So, I haven't read the email yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So, okay. It says, "Hi Joanna, my name is James Smith and I am the team leader at YWAM Oxford and I'm running the School of Sonship here. I have received your application and references for this school and can gladly say that you have been accepted. I look forward to meeting you and having you here, as does Amanda. I'm attaching some important information about the school. Please email us any other questions you may have. Bless you, James." I'm so excited. I am so excited. I'm going. I was going anyway, but now I'm gonna be there for why I wanted to be there. Yeah. So as soon as I ended that last bit about going to the School of Sonship, I got an email from my professor from this last class that I finished, my online class, and she said that final grades were posted and I got an A in the class, which I was like, I barely got an A. The tests were really hard. So that's another celebration. This week, this has been a really, really good week.
All of the ups and downs, the hardships in school, ministry, and my personal life have proven to be good, despite the pain they put me through. I stand here a different person, a person I never knew I could be, and it makes me so excited to see who I will become. And most of all, I can see now that it's silly to be so worried about change, because change is the only thing that stays consistent. I'm not going to pretend this is the Oscars, but I would like to give a few thank yous. Thank you, Department of Theater and Digital Filmmaking. You mean more to me than you can know. Thank you, everyone at Eastern who's impacted my life over the past 4.5 years. Dr. Gamble, thank you for not only coming to my shows, but always having kind things to say about them, and for personally introducing yourself to my parents and me the day I moved into Cornelian Hall. Thank you, Don Thomas, for leading me and giving me the opportunity to lead others at Central Christian. Thank you, Dr. Ann Beck, for teaching me to take risks, that taking the risk could actually change the world. Thank you, Professor Janice Scarborough, for pushing me past potential, for setting the bar higher for me than anyone has set the bar before. Thank you, Mom and Dad. You are my champions. You will never know how proud I am to be your daughter.